Lavatory-based crime. Activate. Anything in the urinals? Has anybody left some batarangs in the urinals for me? No? Well then. It's a remarkable stroke of fortune that he broke into the gents. Broked into. Fucking hell. Batman knows where the gents is at all times. That's actually how he gets in. He's looking for crime on the ceiling there, look. But that's how, you know how he mysteriously just infiltrates all buildings ever? He can just materialise in the gents' toilets. So, yeah, it's... Don't... If you're a criminal, don't need to piss ever, so that you can avoid. That's how you keep Batman out. Or I think it specifically has to be a gents. So if you have like unisex toilets, Batman can't get in. Or at the very least he can't teleport into them as he usually would, because they're not specific. It's not a specifically male gendered lavatory. I don't know how it works. I don't make the rules. That, you know, there have been scientific debates about it. But yeah, if you just adopted unisex toilets, many of you wouldn't be in jail right now, and that's what they always forget. Not that this is actually a villain's hideout. This is the basement of a cryogenics company. Or anti-cryogenics, I guess, because he's working on thawing them, but they don't usually need to keep Batman. That's why I promise I'll get off this in a minute, but that's why I guess they have gendered toilets, so that they can have a specific gents' toilets, so that Batman can get in the event of an emergency and save everyone from the crimes. So just let it be known, if you build gents' toilets, you're a fucking narc. I don't know how I feel about anything I just said. Egg! Lovely eggs.
The door just locked itself behind me. What's going on?
I don't know, but there's a timer on the screen, so I would assume you're fucked.
You didn't trip security. It must have been someone else.
Freeze.
Presumably.
You think he's back? Then you don't have much time.
No, I'd estimate I'd only have just under 15 minutes.
How do we unlock the doors?
Evers should have the security codes in his files. I won't be able to get you out of there until you unlock the data hubs. Oh no.
What is it?
You're right. It's Freeze. His goons have planted freeze bombs all over the facility. You don't have much time.
Goons!
We have to stop him before he gets his hands on Evers. Monitor the security cameras. Try to find Evers for me. I'll finish unlocking the data hubs.
Alright, now that we've dealt with piss, how do I... What? Ah, it's these. Oh no! I've got to connect the colours. Oh, rotate puzzles. Well, that's immediately wrong. You're not flitting about to the ones that I want. Oh. I was foolish. It's actually... No, you're being naughty, boy. There we go.
Alright, I got the first one. 2 more to
What a
unlock.
weird security system. No, like, need to verify your identity or anything, just if you can solve this puzzle, you are worthy. Frankly, if you can get through this conundrum, you deserve to steal all of my documents. My documents. This is why you don't let the Riddler design your security systems. He just leaves in ways to break in and then basically tells you how to do it. He was a huge proponent of the Hubris Accords. He went out campaigning. No one was surprised. It's one of the few things him and the Joker have ever agreed on. I mean, there were accusations. Like, there were various media outlets coming out and saying that him agreeing with the Joker on this was some sort of U-turn. You had various analysts coming out and saying that this was part of some strategy to appeal to clown moderates. But, I mean, if you look at his political record, this decision should not have come as a shock to anyone, and yet people treated it as some big betrayal. This section of his base, who for some baffling reason thought he was going to vote against the Hubris Accords, and it's like, have you heard a single word that's come out of his mouth? He told you all very clearly who he was. What, did you vote for him on the assumption that he was lying? It's just like, oh, no, he could never possibly do that. That's a ludicrous idea. It would be political suicide. Well, evidently not. You still bloody voted for him, and he said he was going to. When you gave him your vote, you gave tacit endorsement to everything he represented, and you can't just revoke that. You can't start adding caveats to your vote at that point. You're not in a position to. He's already in power. And who's laughing then, eh? Mostly the Joker. That is sort of his whole bit. What? I had 12 minutes left. We lied about the timer. We're criminals.
Are you alright?
We were being cheeky.
What do you have on Evers?
He just entered his cold storage vault carrying some kind of disc.
I've got to keep the disc very cold.
Cold storage?
Yeah, he's out of the icebox and into the Arctic. If you don't get there soon, he'll freeze to death.
That wasn't very smart of him. You end up putting yourself in situations like that when you're in Gotham, you're just working on the assumption that, you know, this will at least buy me some time until Batman gets here. I might die, but as opposed to the definite death that will, definite, if you will, let me through your... The lid was slightly open, so I couldn't stand on it, you see. Well, you know what? So there's no electricity anymore. I've removed the concept of electricity from the world, but there's more steamy puffs. There's more steamy puffs than I would have liked. The worst kind of cereal. A single bite releases scalding steam from within the cereal itself. The mystery of how they get the steam in there in the first place has never been solved. Given the painful, frankly, result of it, one would not think the pursuit was worth the effort! You are being a cold nightmare. Take that, you idiot. Oh no. Well, I'm hurt quite a bit, is the problem. You don't need to kick me out. Haha! I got another power move. That's what you weren't expecting. I want to arrest you as well. There you go. Now you've been arrested for crimes. I need some help. Da, 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 da. There we go. Oh, that's lovely. Not a lot. Not a lot. More eggs. Cryogenic eggs. You know the old saying, eggs are cold.
What can you tell me about the disc Evers was carrying?
Did you know eggs were cold?
It's marked as personal research. Must be important. Could be a useful source of information.
Okay. Do you have anything else to say at all?
Batman, it looks like the records we got from the data hub are entirely financial. You'll need to find that disc. It might be the only way we'll find out anything about Promethium.
Were we trying to learn something about Promethium? I guess we're now just investigating Evers in general. Because he did a cheeky lie about all of the things we wanted to know.
Batman, I've got some news on Evers.
The source of his money?
Maybe. It's a strange story. He stopped getting federal funding about a year ago. Promethium could be an invaluable medicine for the cryogenically frozen, but it's far too unstable.
Unstable? How?
I'm not sure, but unstable enough for the government to think it's dangerous. Here's where it gets interesting. After that, every rise in Evers' budget followed a successful bank job by the Joker.
Joker was funding Promethium research?
He's done stranger things.
Not without a punchline. Keep me
I don't like people being cold. Why do you think I invested in soup? It's the Joker's soup plan. This was the soup! I'm haunted by the revelation, as you can clearly see from the expression upon my face. What is going on here? I've no clue what I'm looking at. But I'll rang you. I don't think there's any ranging to be had in this corridor as of yet. Any rang? There's you. You can't see me through ice, nor have you read anything into the sudden disappearance of the wall. That was supposed to hit your gun. I'm annoyed that it didn't, but what can I say? I don't... There's no... Ah, here we go. I was worried for a moment there, I ran out, but no, I just needed to be persistent. If you persist with your arrests, eventually one of them will work. Can I stun? Doop-a-doo. Doop-a-doo. I made you drop the gun anyway, so that's what we call progress. Bonk. Kicks. Oh, well, I can't arrest you quite, so don't get back up, or if you do, don't do any more crimes, okay? I will take that as a yes. I am a Batman. Okay. Interesting theory.
Who's there?
Nobody. Stop. Stop being a criminal. I've been punched as well. Now look. I realise that you're part crab, but I'm pressing the wrong things. Well, I'm dead now. I know about the soup. You don't need to tell me twice, particularly when soup's involved. You only need to tell me the one time. They call me one-time soup knowledge. That's how reliably I can be counted upon, rather, to retain soup information. Peek. Yes. You weren't expect... Get back down. Stop doing kicks. Stop everything. Arrest. Yeah, out of... We've materialised 2 more handcuffs now. Mysteriously.
Who's there?
Oh, I've just sort of run into you without thinking. Nothing useful will come of this. Put your fists against the criminal, for heaven's sake, Batman. This should not be a new concept to you. Got off to a bit of a fumbling start there, but it worked out in the end, so thank you for not killing me or anything, because I've been having problems with that today, so, you know. Do not think me merciful because I have not allowed you to die, mortal. Well, I guess I'll be leaving then. Give yourself a thwip. You're eating my thwips. You're eating my thwips and it's not useful to me or my children. Okay. Now we can begin with the... Don't approach. Stop! Whoa! I've got wibbly children, and I don't want wildren. Woo, Willis! Chives! Oh no, there, it's good. Woo. Ah. I can arrest you. Haha! No. No, I think I'm out of handcuffs. I'm gonna see if there's any more up here, and then we'll continue having a fight. Oh! Many objects! That was a lot of objects. Hello, where did you go? Where do you live? Where's your home?
Who's there?
You picked up a gun at some point. Why did that not smoke blind you? As was the intention. You need to obey the rules of fog, okay? I don't care how many crimes you commit, fog is the law. It's universal smoky smoke, and you are not nearly qualified to divert smoky smoke from your eyes. I don't care what goggles you're wearing. Smoky smoke, 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 smoke. This has been my smoke lecture. Please deposit €50 into my belt. I'm waiting. Well, I'll come back if you change your mind. I don't know what this commentary has been. I am very... I'm punching you! I mean, that much is evident. You can sort of see... I mean, you're here. You're witnessing it happen before your very eyes. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being redundant. I'm in the middle of combat, as we've established. So you can imagine the stress that I must be under. Yeah, well, a lot of things. Something people don't really know about Batman. You know, I get good at doing fighting and all that, and I focus all of my energy on that. Not really a lot left over for banter. This is why I keep silent and stoic all the time, is because otherwise this just happens, and it sort of undermines my seriousness. People take me for a fool. Makes it more difficult to do my job. That's actually kind of endearing to think about. I hope there's a superhero like that somewhere. Not like Spider-Man, because Spider-Man can actually make coherent jokes. I want someone who does what I do. Someone who just shouts meaningless sequences of words in sheer panic. That's what's been missing.
Check the security cameras.
Sure. Did he leave the computer disk behind?
Yes, apparently he did. Whoa! Fucking hell! How dare you pick up discs? You know how I feel about that. Ah, fuck. I was hoping he'd be here. Well, could you not? You don't have to, is the thing. You could just stop. Never used any of the nets. No. It's past time for that now. I mean, I was sort of hoping that you'd hit him. Catch up to that one. I'm sure you can figure out the gimmick of this fight based on... Aha, you see, that time it worked. So it's just sort of more of this from this point forward. Hello. Ah, I missed my opportunity. What are you doing? You have no idea what's in any of these. This is incredibly dangerous and irresponsible. Batman, what the fuck? You're a crime. I will Eurocrime. Now there's a... Batman, what the fuck are you talking about? I hate it when you just go on these weird tangents. When we're in the middle of a climactic battle in someone's laboratory. Could you get off your bullshit for 5 minutes? It's very upsetting. I feel like you're not taking this seriously. Ow. Very weird mood. Very weird mood. It's faintly upsetting, honestly. Doop. Okay, that doesn't feel like it was the case at all, but... I must ultimately abide by your decision. Well, he does slightly speed up his walk as well, as if that's going to change anything. In later phases, he just walks slightly faster. I mean, honestly, that's kind of a mood. I jog for no man. I am a slow, lumbering menace. Mr. X ain't got shit on this. Game theory, Mr. Freeze and Mr. X are the same person. The cryogenic suit is what stops him from going full tyrant. I don't understand the relative positions of some of these. You seem to just not be walking where I need you to be walking for any of these to hit, to be honest, but maybe it's a trick of perspective. If it seems like he's there, then he is. Yeah, I mean, that one hit. Well, shit. Okay, that was sort of sudden. Huh. The T-virus! Batman, you can't let them confirm the fan theory. The world's not ready for the revelation. This is an awkward position to be in. Oh, you think you're hot shit, don't you? Don't you mean cold piss? Piss is not the opposite of shit, Batman. Credits roll. Mystery. Just goes straight into another mystery that Batgirl's looking at. Batman, I've found a mystery. Do you want more shit to deal with while you're getting it? Oh, well, who could possibly be here? Yep, it's definitely a flower. Actually, by the look of it, maybe I'm just painting a pine cone. Who knows? Somebody's made a circle in my greenhouse. This weird person keeps breaking in and giving me chemicals. Dear God, it's full of kiwi slices. Bunny! Bun, 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 bun. No! Batgirl, get the secateurs. This leafy motherfucker just gone done made it personal.